Before I start this video is not meant to be racist in any shape, form, or fashion. This video is made to educate and to speak facts. Now, I pray and hope that that racist person in the world watches this video. I pray and hope that that confused millennial that was born in the 2000s watch this video, because you guys don't know anything about slavery. The millennials pretty much don't know anything about racism, but they do know about police brutality. So you can't relate. Now, what you're looking at is Aunt Jemima. Now, I'm quite sure you have poured some of this butter light on your pancakes or used it at breakfast in school or somewhere. You saw it on the shelf. And I'm quite sure no one has told you that this is one of the biggest forms of racism ever. Is right in front of your eyes in your supermarket. And they have been making billions, if not trillions, off of images of slaves on various products, not just food, but we'll just stick to the topic. Now, Aunt Jemima is very famous, and Uncle Ben probably has the best rice in the world. Are both slaves, people that were used as slaves and used as treated unfairly, let's put it that way, during the time of slavery. Like, this lady was used to sing for white people, whatever master says she did. She was, house cleaning, and in mockery, hundreds of years ago, they put her face on butter light syrup. Now, for people that are truly confused, stop the lies. Just stop lying. And if you are racist, you are evil people. Stop fooling yourself. And all of these people that are on TV, all of these people that say, "Oh, I go to church and I believe black people are evil." No, you are evil for thinking evil about others. And it's nowhere you could rationalize or clarify putting somebody in shackles for hundreds of years. There's no excuse. That, like, you, if anything, if you have a racist bone in your body, you should just know your role and shut your mouth and listen and just admit to your wrong. Say that you were wrong. And more importantly, you need to get on your hands and knees and ask Jesus for forgiveness, because you are guilty and you're evil. That's the word, you're evil. Accept it and try to become good. Because you got to ask yourself, what would Jesus do? Would he put people in slavery? No. Last time I checked, the good Lord that I know, he sent Moses to Egypt to tell one of the biggest kings of all time, Pharaoh, to let my people go. Now, the link for this video will be right below in the description. So according to CNN, the Aunt Jemima brand, acknowledging its racist past, will be retired. And finally, now we're talking after 130 years, people, Quaker Oats is retiring the Aunt Jemima brand and logo, acknowledging its origins are based on a racial stereotype. Now, and I quote, "As we work to make progress toward racial equality through several initiatives, we also must take a hard look at our portfolio of brands and ensure they reflect our values and meet our consumers' expectations, the Pepsi-owned company said in a statement provided to CNN businesses. Aunt Jemima's appearance has evolved over time. The brand's origin and logo is based off the song Ode Aunt Jemima from a minstrel show performer and reportedly sung by slaves. The company's website said that the logo started in 1890 and was based on Nancy Green, a storyteller, cook, and missionary worker. However, the website fails to mention Green was born into slavery. Now, the only reason that I read these articles to you people is to let you know that I'm not making this up. These are facts according to CNN. Now, after a nationwide reckoning on race following the death of George Floyd in police custody, some companies are making changes. Now, Uncle Ben's owner, Mars, also said Wednesday that now is the right time to evolve the Uncle Ben's brand, including its vision, brand identity, which we will do, adding that we don't yet know what the exact changes in timing will be, but we are evaluating all possibilities. And the ConAgra, which makes Miss Butterworth's, said it will conduct a complete brand and packaging review of the syrup brand. Now, ConAgra noted it can see that our packaging may be interpreted in a way that is wholly inconsistent with our values. Now, it's been repeated calls for Aunt Jemima to change its logo. In 2015, it was a piece published in the New York Times that said the logo is very much linked to Southern racism, and Aunt Jemima logo is based on a mammy, a devoted and submissive servant who eagerly nurtured the children of her white master and mistress while neglecting her own. A statue of a slave mammy stereotype was approved by the U.S. Senate in 1923, but it was never built. The company also ran racist ads for several decades with actresses personifying the mammy stereotype. It evolved the logo over the years and even hired singer Gladys Knight as a spokeswoman in the 1990s. Today, Aunt Jemima describes itself as a brand that stands for warmth, nourishment, and trust, qualities you'll find in loving moms from diverse backgrounds who want the very best for their families. So, it's very hard for people like me to accept racist people getting away with stuff. Now, they did say that the Aunt Jemima brand would donate $5 million over the next 5 years to the Black Lives Matter and the black community. Now, Pepsi announced a $400 million set of initiatives to support the black community. This is only saying, people, that they know that they were wrong. Wrong. This, people, open your eyes. If you are good, if you are Christian, you would never have been with this from day one. You were evil, and I believe people can change. If you are racist, you're evil, and you will go to hell if you don't change your ways, people. Now, this entire country was built on lies. Lies. And now the truth is coming out. And don't be shocked when you find out a lot of stuff that's in your history books are lies. Now, we know all about how, like I said, this is not, no pun intended, to be racist, but how white men are known for going and stealing land throughout history. They stole from the Indians, and they have been enslaving black people forever. And if you tell me that's good, then you got life fucked up and you are truly one of the devil's disciples, children. You can't steal, you can't take. See, that was before you even have gang banging. You had people that were going around taking land saying, oh, this is our land, enslaving people. Before there were black on black crime, before there were drugs, before it was all of that, it was people going around putting people in slavery, raping innocent women, cutting the babies out of their stomachs, hanging people. Please do me a favor. For all that don't know anything about slavery, Google it and remember, a change is coming whether they like it or not, because they can't stop the wrath of God. And that's all that the death of George Floyd is showing. The wrath of God. When that man was down there and couldn't breathe, calling for his mom, and that 17-year-old, shout out to her, who had the nerves to sit there and had the heart to witness a man die right in front of her eyes. The world saw it. More importantly, God saw it, and that's what the world is feeling, the wrath of God. Because people, when he's tired of all this evilness, he will snap his fingers like Thanos, and this will all be over just as fast as the coronavirus came, or even quicker. Now, I hope you guys learn something from what's going on in the world. Stop being evil, people, because you can't serve two masters, and you can't play both sides of the field. You can't be like, oh, I'm this upstanding person, I'm doing right, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, and then you call people niggers and you hate another person because they are a different color than you, because they talk different than you, they like different music, their hair is different. Are you fucking crazy? At the end of the day, and I will leave this video alone, if someone cuts you, we bleed the same color blood, regardless of your skin color. You eat just like I do. You sleep just like I do. You piss just like I do. You shit just like I do. And you will die just like we all will. Subscribe. Hashtag Black Lives Matter.